Check it always. I'm always checking the voice right at the beginning with the volume green little thing as a swift us up into Chot land. That's what I call it, Chot land. Mr. Moneymaker, where you at? Where are you at, Mr. Moneymaker? So about the fifth video, eventually I'll lose count of the YouTube count video. And you know, just the beginnings of it. We've threw 4 videos out there, and one is just a super hot one, and eventually you'll find it and watch it. But I watched it, had a little bit much commercial in it. What I'll do with that part of it is I have a Telegram, and if you're interested in a Telegram, just reach out for the link. Put link down up under the thing. Saw people doing that with Reels. Put link down into the comments and you got an invite over to the Telegram and more exclusive videos. So YouTube exclusive. Ena. Now I'll let you tell me the fundamentals down in the comments. I can go look them up. I got a Twitter. I got a Telegram. I've been covering this for a while. And the ideas that we were batting around with the next and the flow of the videos, and I've got to get used to it because I did a live room Monday morning, very good one. And I'll be live again Wednesday, and I'll be live again Friday, and I'm switching all that schedule around. And then we're probably going to have some sort of live version on the weekend or something. The guy that helps me with this is in the UK, and I'm in America. I have our crew already going on, and a Telegram thing already going on, and a couple other things going on. I've been doing this a while. So, Ena, trade setup, trade calls. Obviously, you missed this one, and the circle down in the bottom is when I started covering it, and these moving averages. You can see them on a day chart. If you had a chance to see the hobby video, which is not on YouTube, but I had it on Twitter, but my Twitter I'm having to reveal and all that. So Telegram is what I'll tell you. And one of these videos, not this one, I'll pull the Telegram up and show you what I got built over there, a public channel and a private client channel. And obviously you got to come in the first one to get to the second one. So Telegram, it's the commercial. And the link, put link down in the bottom. That's the commercial. And then the rest I was just, I'm here to chit chat with you. Ena breaks. What I'll first show you is a pattern, which a lot of people will try to trade short, a little head and shoulder pattern. Gonna watch that. Great right out of my head. So any of you guys that got any kind of training or anything with patterns, you're gonna notice head and shoulder pattern, but they broke it. And I felt like they were. I just felt like, you know, honestly, with something like this, if you do not get in early, then you need a really good correction and to get order to get in to create value. You'll hear me say that over and over. Is there value in your alt that you're going to let go and pull back 30, 40% of the time to go higher and higher? Where's your targets? How are you getting your targets? What tools are you using? Who are you listening to? What about the fundamentals on ENA? Will they blow your mind? What about the fundamentals on TAO? Would they blow your mind if you knew the backdrop of TAO? TAO. He's talking about some coin, but he ain't showed it. TAO. He's talking about coins, but I came here for BTC or metal or silver or gold. I saw a gold video. I want to see you do gold again, man. Not some alt I ain't never heard of before. ENA. ENA. Trump. Pattern break right there. So you have to go all the way back. Obviously, this one is push. So you would, for me, you need 20, 30% clicks, maybe a push down. You got to catch them slipping when they're running moves, but sometimes when they start to take off, they're gonna go. So, it's 15 to 20%, you start to open up trade entries. You get risk to reward. You pull fibs. You understand legs of money and you look for a pullback. Some people will come right there and buy that, and they may get away with it. It depends on how far it goes. So you got a lot of things to think about. But these dips, when they do these patterns, ABC, boom, your buy zone. If you wanted some ENA, 60 cents. But the better places to get in down here and really get a position going and understand and have higher targets. Now, what I'll tell you about the targets on this one is ENA targets. Ethereum. I'm just going to keep saying Ethereum because I'm going to go to Ethereum and Bitcoin and as many as I can with 20 minutes. Let me look down in a minute. I would say I'm going to be going about 3 minutes, 3:15. So I got about 3:30 to go. If you heard anything, that was the pit in the back. I think he decided to tell me, "Hey man, what are you making noise at 3:19 p.m.?" Let me date it. 9/9/2025. Ena Trump. They're the first official White House U.S. meme coins out there. DOJE is interesting. I haven't really seen the effect in the market. The last time you guys saw me, I showed you a BTC trade around 110. We'll go back and roll back to that. And Maker. And I'm rolling Ethereum. We're going to talk about Ethereum. And I could get light in here, but I'll probably run out of time. So the Saturday night, we dropped it, probably Sunday, if you saw it. We haven't got a lot of y'all over here now. And it'll take a while before a lot of people watch these videos. But these are when you go back and watch it and like, damn, man. Damn, man, I wish I'd have found you. Damn, man. So you can see this weekend, pretty sure right around here around 110, 109. And you got a little one. You got a little one. Depends on how much leverage you use. And I don't really will ever advise. I'll play around and talk about a 1000x and stuff like that, you guys, but you better know what you're doing and you have to monitor. And what my kind of style is to go for the 117 and the 124 and the potential move to 150, which is in the video. Check it. In the video that I made this weekend. And remember, everybody listen to this video, clients first, because you'll get it first before it goes into a Decepticon kind of thing. Reach out to me one-on-one. And these videos are for you as well. I'm just go into in some kind of way. I have to learn to go into. I'm speaking to you guys. And I'll be live for an hour. And the hour that I gave you Monday is written up with a lot of words, but it's a very powerful hour. I went into a lot of subjects that we're going to be covering for the years to come, I'm sure. UB, universal basic income, stable coins, big subjects, the Trump and the crypto and all the regulation. We could keep going. And then there's a big deal going on with BTC and the core, and it's Fortnite wars almost. So Fortnite wars, I'll tag this. So Fortnite wars and BTC, a little bit of a pullback in BTC. If I was looking leverage, these are the type of pullbacks you want. And then you have to monitor it. I do suspect that we're going to see this thing go to 117, 124, go to top, and have a chance to likely go to 150 because of what gold's doing. And that's what I'll say. Before gold did that, I was in the camp that we could have a top, and the people you'll see me do some 5 ways, but I do feel like now that we've got every indication that we're going to go higher. It's always going to be the case that 125 to 150 is a trap spot to me, the trap spot. And we're going to get much lower later. So you stick with me, keep listening, watch these videos, flow through the different content or whatever you want to do here in this channel. Go down below, say you want a link to the Telegram, and do whatever else you want. It helps. Subscribe, like, and go watch the other video that you hadn't had a chance to watch if you want to. And I'll make it longer, shorter, longer, shorter. And we got some shorties coming down the road, and we'll build this YouTube for the people that show up and decide to use it. So there's a little bit of ETC and then ENA. But the main part of this, I was going to do Ethereum and Litecoin. So you'll know it's coming if you're here for the crypto. Ethereum has to be the next one I do. BTC was the last one. A lot of folks won't pay attention to this. They cremated Ethereum with the news. They flooded it to death before this move. What in the world? Let me get to another chart. So they flooded this thing to death before this move. They had it set up for the bull move. Traders should have just got stopped out here. That's all it should have been is a trade that didn't work. You come right back in. I mean, this point on the chart, I covered very well as the do or die spot. So what is a do or die spot? It's a trade setup. So do or die spots, buy that dip. That's the type of shit you want in crypto if you want to make money, and you can see you make money. And I covered this one down here around this these things on the side will mess you up or mess me up. I know that because they put the numbers are on the moving averages, not where we're at. So about 15, they settled at a little spot around 18 and 2000, and you literally got a chance for a 5x. Now some people sneeze at that. 5x the banks told you 10,000, and I didn't really believe in the 10,000. I really didn't when they kept running it out there, but the way things are, unless this is all going to turn on its head and we're not going to have an alt season, and the way that things have opened up, Trump and all that stuff, it does, and the way they flip the script, because now it's a sailor kind of thing with Ethereum, and they just keep buying it. So we're going to go into price discovery now. So a lot of people have FUD this one, and I'm not telling you to buy this for a double, right here. I'm looking for a 20 to 30% haircut, 20%, 30%. It's really going to depend on what they want to do. I could go to that's what happens when I do these videos, and I know I'm being timed in a way, and I've got a bunch of different kind of crowds in my head. It causes me to stop and go, because I tend to go fast, you guys. I can go very fast. I can throw about 20 alts at you in a matter of 10 minutes, and if you're used to me and you're used to the information, you've got valuable information that you got to do some work to. Obviously, anything I show you, but I do suspect that I will have a pullback. It's been very well covered, over and over and over, and it's the opportunity to scoop up alts. If you're following alts like that, I'll go over to the Ethereum BTC chart. It makes sense. We went up into resistance. If you don't understand the Ethereum BTC chart and you're doing crypto, there's a problem. That's where I'll stop there with Ethereum BTC and across. But we're at a point where there should be a correction. There hasn't been a real good correction on the way up out of here. It did go pretty deep and back down to the bottom. So, and kind of, rode real slow down. So this one over here, compare. Um, when Ethereum was corrected in BTC, plus we had BTC, SEC, SEC, but regulations, BlackRock, Sailor, the bull move before anything else. So this thing got pushed all the way back down to a double bottom and recovered. You're not going to find too many BTC charts, Satoshi charts that are going to be very healthy looking. And I don't think in the end they will be, because in the end, BTC will be the coin that rules them all. And if it's not, there won't be anything else that I feel like comes up through that's already sitting here. I did, the flipping and all that stuff. You flip it right out of your head. When you hear it, the time is near to fear Ethereum because most likely it's run. Now, Ethereum running and the whole sequence of that, and Litecoin running, and these alts and these mid caps and these small caps and all how that runs. It's been drug out for an extended period of time for anybody that is used to paying attention to crypto. A very extended time. And that's what I'll tell you. A lot of folks are 90 to 95% down if you're looking at crypto and you've never looked at it or you're thinking about buying some. You're going to need to get into anything you see me show that red, what I call a red phone call. It may go all the way down to that blue. Give you some numbers right there, 0.03, 0.03. That's what you'll be looking for. And as far as what happens here, I update it. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. I know what to look for opportunity. If you watch these videos, that's what I'm going to come back to. Risk to reward, opportunity. I'm putting things in front of your face you obviously could make money off and take advantage of if they work. Well, when you're first watching these videos, you don't know what's going to work. You don't know who to trust. And any of a YouTube channel that has crypto on it, and there's no person over in the corner being pretty for you, is a scam for the most part. I'm pretty sure you can hear that I'm not scammed through my voice if you'll listen to it enough times. And that's what I'll tell you about my voice and seeing me and all that. Listen through the voice. If you can't tell that I'm real through my voice and watching a few of my videos and following along, you kind of probably in the wrong place. So, but you can like and subscribe and hang out, and you can chit chat all you want, because that helps us with the channel. And in a way, the two of us that are doing the channel, we want to see it grow and be successful in a way I like numbers. So that's what I'll tell you. It's about the money, man. It's about that money. So I got Ethereum knocked out, and I got the ENA knocked out, and I mentioned Link, and I mentioned Litecoin. Well, I never mentioned Link, but Link I can come back to, but I've covered it, and there's some videos out there, exclusive Telegram videos. I'll give you the Telegram shield again. So not so much of my client crew, which most people refer to as a VIP crew, but the Telegram crew that's public. You come over there. If you want to chat, I'll make you admin. That's the only thing you do, you can chat, but I don't let everybody chat, or the channels will get messy. I have topic channels and all that stuff over there. So ENA, Ethereum, I mentioned a Link, a little bit of BTC. I'm refreshing my brain because I got to write this up and kind of put it through some stuff and all that stuff. And then I'm looking down. I'll mention GRT, alt people, if you want to put that one up on your board. It's a recent one I've been covering. INJ is a decent coin as well. Slow down a little bit. If you got your notebook out, you may just have to reverse back, keep watching the videos, reach out for more information. Hey, come down in the bottom and say, hey, man, I was watching that video. You mentioned some coin, but you didn't click on it. You mentioned LCX, but you won't click on it. It's one of my more private coins. You'll catch me slipping because I like to sell it to help anybody's got their money in. Interesting Bitcoin mining stocks pumping a little bit. Is there a pump coming on BTCs? I showed that over the weekend. Maker, we got a video over there, so you may want to go refresh on that. I'll need to come back to that one because that would probably take the whole second video here, and I'm looking down at the clock and I'm running out of time. Y'all want more time? That would be weekend live versions and folks showing up and saying, hey, man, I don't mind if you go 30 minutes. I know folks will hang out with me for 2 hours. I've been doing this a long time on live rooms and stuff. Rose AI. Where was I going to? I was going to light. I got to finish the video with light. I'm not going to go into it too much. I'm just going to tease it just a little bit and say if you're interested in a litecoin, the silver or crypto, and I could go to the metals, and they've been a little lively too. Kind of looking for maybe one more rip down to kind of freak people out. That third dip would be the better place, but to come in here and they folks call it DCA, to come in here and start nibbling and start building, but you got to keep your stop loss back. So a little bit of the stop loss discussion. You could come in here if they get a dip down into, it's right at 100 too. I said 100. The two moving averages, you could still see this thing dip to 87. So what kind of percentage is in there? 10, 20. You're always going to be looking at these type of stop losses unless you're a different kind of trader, a scalper trader, leverage trader, stop losses. I'll kind of because I'm making videos all day, but that's your YouTube video. I could continue to go and go and go, but I need cheers in the room. More Scott, more Scott, more Scott. Clients, as you get this video, remember, I'm kind of shifting and phasing, and I've got some stuff coming out with voice, telegrams where you could check in, or I'll do recordings like I always do, but there'll be some live stuff if we can get it going, and I'll be back over on Twitter and building another Twitter. Maybe I get the old Twitter back, but the Twitter is important to us. It's important for where I go and network and get information and bring it back to you and talk to folks. So having that taken away from me, y'all seen that happen on all the social medias, but Twitter, I was starting to use different. I was putting different videos and stuff over there. So if you get a whiff of the Twitter, or go down in the comments as you subscribe and like and love and do all the things you need to do on YouTube, and ask for links to the Telegram and links to the Twitter if you want to come and hang out with the wild man in crypto, low key crypto, and Titan trading over on YouTube and on Telegram. Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3, topic channel. See you in the next video. Thanks for the support.